DGMI Aggressors. Bullies are on the rise. Stand up.
So, when I was growing up, there I had a pretty healthy bully situation where I was being bullied, and I noticed that newer generations are a little more combative about it. And so you have a son in school, and he defends himself in bullying. And in school today, it doesn't matter what you do. If you do anything, whether you're innocent or not, you get swatted at it and you get punished for it. So, which is really unfair justice-wise, but they can't always tell who's bullying whom. So there's this little girl, and she bullies everybody. She does it to get out of school. They suspend her for a couple weeks every time. And she flattens my son, and my son doesn't combat back. And I said, why didn't you just fight back? And he said, well, I'm not going to hit a little girl, and, it's just not something I'm going to do. And I said, well, I respect that. But he got in trouble too. And I'm saying to the school, wait a minute, she has a history of being a bully, and she's doing it to get out of class because her home life's so bad. She doesn't want to be in class or whatever her situation. So, and they wouldn't talk about it, of course. But I said, it's not really fair when my son gets flattened. If you accuse him of anything, you should just let him understand that he's not that kind of person. And I think that's kind of generally true of politically what's going on and in business what's going on. I think that the bullies have kind of gotten self-inflated, filled up with pride, whatever expression you want to use, but they're getting a little emboldened because people aren't just like reasoning back with them. I find that in the Republican and Democratic conversations, and I find that in business too, where employers are finding their lost power when it comes to the new generation, and so they're disrespecting it. But it's really kind of a step that you're going to have to stand up for what you believe in. You're going to have to stand up for yourself. Even the consequences aren't going to be good, and you might get swatted at, but get another job, and everybody's doing that in high numbers. So I think you need to stand up to bullies. I've always had the philosophy where if you're going to bully me, I'm going to call you out for it. And that's my best philosophy for me. That might not work for a lot of people, but just make sure you document everything, and you have everything videotaped if you can, and document it. So if you're being bullied, you can prove that you were innocent. That was kind of the problem with my son on the schoolyard, was that there was no videotape. They're videotaping incredible amounts, and then she would pick on people in places she knew there was no videotape. So she was a real winning mental illness case. But my son just put up with it. What I guess is honorable too, if you get beat at, to put up with it. But I think to actually keep the bullying to actually get it to stop, you have to confront it. Thank you. I guess bullying in life, bullying in business happens all the time. People will sit there and they'll watch for people to bully. Well, if you have the policy to say, you cannot bully me, and I'm going to call you out for it no matter what, then you can, and a lot of that has to do with listening very carefully to people, how they talk to you, how they talk to other people. You can find somebody who's going to be bullying by how they listen and how they talk to people. If they try and demean them in any way, if they over-glorify them, if they overpraise them, they might just try and bully them. So I can do a series on that. That's kind of an interesting subject. But you can always let me know at dgminsights@gmail.com. Thank you.